Hello and welcome to the third season by now of the Reddit Battle Royale League Finals. Even though in the top left corner it still says Season 2 there in the spreadsheet. Errors. And today I'm, as always, joined by Pastetli, the host of the competition, and we're currently looking at the spreadsheet that shows us our 9 competitors this season, out of which we're already familiar with 5 of them because they have been part of last season, namely Jake Lines, Dennis, Kodiak, Trichter, and DJ. But we're also joined by 4 newcomers, Marian, Pisanico, Artificial, and Brad, who will be joining the established players and trying to beat them this season. Pastetli, what do you think about those guys?
There are surely some very high skill players in there, like for example Marian. They have been in the top spots of the leaderboard since the very beginning of the competitive stuff on the Geoguessr side. They're always very good and also have the best competitive ranking in here by a landslide. Pisanico is maybe less of a familiar name to some of you. He's also very active in, I think, in No Moving Masters League, where he was in the first division, I think. That is also a sign that he might be a good player for this tournament. Artificial and Brad, I don't know much about them, but they qualified. So I think that they have a fair shot at this tournament. I generally would expect Marian or Dennis or Kodiak to win. These are my personal favorites, as they are all very good players. And Dennis, who has won last season, Kodiak, who got second by which was very close. So yeah, these two are in for a battle for sure. And Marian, who is a newcomer who is very skilled. I think these 3 are going to be the top 3 players. What do you think, Calamity?
Yeah, I think a lot of what you said is pretty spot on. Pisanico was actually in Division 2. He was in our division in No Moving Masters League. I think he won that. He definitely got promoted to Division 1. I remember that one. Beat me handily in Argentina. And yeah, I'm not sure how much you can give about the competitive rankings here just yet, because as people may be aware of, they gotten like a soft reset like a week ago when the spring season started. So it can pretty heavily depend on if you've played in the last week or not. So maybe Pisanico just hasn't played in that last week, and that's why his rank is a little bit lower. Marian, though, for sure, he's been up there around the top 5 or top 10 pretty much since the start of it, as you said. I think he's definitely going to be one of the favorites to look out for, even as a newcomer. Definitely also going to be interesting, I think, to see if Jake has improved, because he's been playing the weekend series pretty actively. And I think he came, I don't even remember, I think he came top 10 for sure. I think he was 5th in the beta season. So he's definitely good in that as well. Artificials started playing Reddit League this season, and he's a decent player too. I haven't really seen him much in any other capacity, really, in No Moving or the like. And Brad, I also like. I pretty much he's the one I know least about. I've seen him as well in the weekend series rankings here or there, around sort of like the, I don't know, lower top 10s and somewhere around that area. And so he seems to be a decent player as well. But the thing is with the weekend series and generally like the competitive Geoguessr modes, you're usually just playing against people who aren't quite at that level as the top 10, top 50 are. And you're mostly just banking on your luck to not face someone that's of such a high competitive ranking in any of your games. So you can never really tell too much just by that. But I think we've definitely got 9 very good players here, and it's just season by season. It's going to be more interesting to see who's going to end up at the top. But yeah, I think your assessment of Marian, Dennis, Kodiak being the favorites is probably an accurate one.
Yeah. One other thing that just popped into my head. It's interesting to see that Drake has the best average country and distance. The others are, or at least the average of the other players is quite a bit higher. With Dennis, actually the winner of last season, with the worst average rank in both modes.
Yeah, that is
I think
true.
that's quite interesting.
I feel like that also depends a lot on how seriously these people are taking these game modes. Maybe Dennis is just sometimes playing it no moving just as a personal challenge. Also depends on how many games they've played before there was any kind of competitive ranking system in there entirely, where it didn't matter if you just like, some people, for example, played like 4 games at the same time and just to, I don't know, a personal challenge. So maybe some of their ranks got affected by that. It would be more interesting to see like a comparison to what their stats were like last season, which I guess we could do if we rewatched the intro video of last season. But I think that'll be something we'll look at in season 4. But yeah, certainly an interesting factor to look at. But before we get into today's event now, let's quickly talk about the schedule or just, give you a basic rundown. We're going to start this season. And well, I should maybe explain for anyone who's new. There will be on each weekend, so we always play on a Sunday. There will be 6 games of 1 game mode split split up in 3 games country battle royale and 3 games distance battle royale, and the 6 game modes that will be played, starting with the one we play today and following down the list. Today we'll play no moving single guess, so our players will have just 1 attempt to get the right country in the country's game mode or as close as possible in the distance battle royale. Followed by next week will be moving multi-guess, so pretty much almost opposites, where you can move around as much as you want, you can guess as much as you want, of course within the limit of the game. Then we'll be playing NMPZ single guess, slightly misspelled here, but always one of the most fun game modes that we've got, where it can really end up being just complete randomness in some of the games. Then we move over to the no moving multi-guess, then the moving single guess, and then the NMPZ multi-guess to finish off the season. And I think that is all we need to say about the intro. The players should be close to getting ready, so we'll see you in a minute with the games. All right, so now we're about to move into our first game of the evening. A quick reminder, we're playing no moving single guess, so everyone is allowed to make exactly 1 guess to get the right country and move on. They start with 1 life to begin with, so they can't do anything else in the first round anyway, as we get into our game. But even if they were to get more lives, which I'm not quite sure if the game would give them more lives, I don't think it would actually in countries. I think it does though in distance, but in countries they only have 1 shot anyway. Artificial and Dennis straight in there.
Very Southeast Asian.
Yep. There's something on that. Oh, everyone getting it right straight away. I would have probably gone Indonesia if I had to guess. I could guess. I don't know, Kazakhstan, just to get it over with. It was Indonesia.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
Yep, didn't fail on the first country we got, and this should be Indonesia again, unless it's Malaysia. But
I think it's Malaysia.
Yeah, it actually looks more Malaysian. Looking around.
Yeah, with the Arabic up there, I think that's more likely to be Malaysia.
Yep.
And everybody getting it.
Mm-hmm. We could be in for some long games this season.
True. This is Austria, I believe.
I would have actually said Slovenia because it looks very Austrian, I'll give you that, but something feels off. It could be
maybe.
Yeah, it was Slovenia. Yeah.
All right.
I know my country.
Yeah.
This is
It's a little bit blurry. That's my excuse.
Yeah. Wait. That's some Cyrillic there.
Yeah, it can still be Baltic in the St. Petersburg region.
Maybe, although I don't think I've personally ever seen Cyrillic in a Baltic country. It should
yeah,
be
no,
in
I mean in the Russian part of the Baltics.
Yeah, I see what you mean now.
In the general area of the Baltics, it's also kind of Russian there.
Yeah, true.
But the car is not really showing, so we can make money of that. Maybe people know the antenna.
Potentially. It has like an antenna on both sides.
No, that's just the blur which copy pasted from behind, and
Okay.
that
Interesting.
it does that sometimes.
I've never seen that,
Um,
though I probably also never paid attention to that. Dennis guessing Lithuania and getting it wrong.
Oh well, probably didn't see the Cyrillic there.
Yeah. Show it again right there.
I would go Russia. I
Yeah.
would go Russia.
Yeah, I would as well.
But yeah, I'm not sure.
I would probably also wait quite a long time to guess, just to see if anyone gets it wrong. But yeah, everyone else getting Russia right. So just Dennis, our winner from last season. It was Dennis who won last season, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it was. It was.
So he's the first
So
one
not
out,
bad.
and that's a quick Uganda. So kind of like
Wouldn't be hard if there wasn't a car.
What have we got here? Somewhere desolate again.
Winter. Probably Bulgaria or Hungary. One of
Yeah,
these.
I could see it. Feels more Bulgarian to me.
Yeah, more likely they have more winter coverage than Hungary.
Oh, it is Hungary though.
It
Interesting.
was. On the artificial dropping out.
Yeah. Can sometimes be pretty difficult to tell the two apart in some rural areas.
Yeah. I think there was a holy pole. So this is not a real Bulgarian thing. Maybe that was the reason why most of the people got it.
Okay. That was a quick Norway that no one got wrong. Followed by probably Canada, I want to say.
Yeah, I want to say two, but yeah, it should be with the sign.
That just feels like a Canadian sign to me, but yeah. Okay.
To me too.
Kodiak getting that one wrong.
Oh, a surprise! What a surprise!
We are dropping players. Not at a
And
quick
good
rate.
players. My two out of my three favorite players, or my favorites for this season.
Yeah.
To phrase it better.
I hate the others. North
Uh,
Macedonia there, and Jake's out on that one.
are already out to finish my sentence. Yeah, Jake, what was the problem there?
Well, he got the country wrong.
Did he? Yeah, well, did he guess Serbia? I think.
I think you usually don't see it if like everyone else guesses within the yellow timer, then the one
Okay,
who
yeah,
drops
that's
out just
true.
drops out. Pisanico
Because
not
I would have.
yeah not locking a guess
Because
in there and dropping out after the yellow bar.
maybe that he had a bug. Sometimes it doesn't lock the guess even though you press.
Okay.
But you can't do anything about it. That's kind of sad. Yeah, no, what I was gonna say, I would have also guessed Serbia, not Macedonia. So
Mm. It looked like a very
that's why
typical
I said that.
Uruguay round, but Trichter out of that one. Maybe it was a bit hilly for Uruguay, for like the typical Uruguay, so that might have thrown him off there.
I mean, it has some hills in
Yeah. I
Uruguay.
mean,
It's not completely flat.
it was a Uruguay round, so definitely. But I'm just saying, like the usual Uruguay you have in your mind probably isn't that hilly.
Yeah, maybe.
Island there, everyone no problems. That seems like a unique poll if you know what you know your meta.
Yeah, I only know Australian polls now.
Yeah, same. We'll see what it
um,
is. France, yeah.
yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been confident, but it was the first thing that came into my head too.
Yeah, same for me. This is Switzerland.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it is low cam. Yeah, it should be.
I can't tell, but it looks Swiss in terms of architecture.
No idea where though. No idea where.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get to see. So if you don't know, then
Yeah.
we will never know. This should be Finland, right?
Yeah, Gen 2, Birch, Fall. Yeah, these are all Finnish things
It might
in
be
my
here
book.
for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like for some of these players at this level, like there's almost no difference whether we're playing NM single guess or like even moving multi guess, because if you don't get it based on like pretty much the first picture you've got within the yellow bar in your first guess, then you're out anyway.
Yeah, some players maybe are thinking it a bit more through.
Yeah. Mexico
their guess.
spread out. Yeah, maybe it's even an advantage almost to not move because you're more consciously thinking about what you're doing rather than just moving around trying to find something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
It should be the UAE, no problems there. I think at
you're
least.
less likely. You're less likely to overthink when you can't move.
Yeah. You're also generally less likely to overthink when you have like 15 seconds to make your guess.
Yeah, New Zealand,
Ah, okay.
pretty straightforward.
I was a bit confused by this, but yes, that makes sense.
Poles and polars.
Hmm. This should
Two favorite
be.
meta things for a Geoguessr player. I
It
think
should
that's
be.
Croatia.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be Croatia. There's a couple of
Or
countries
is
with
it?
these yellow signs, but could be Serbia if
Could
it's
also be
no.
Slovenia.
Oh yeah, Slovenia as
It
well.
is
Yeah,
Slovenia.
right. Why do they all
The
have to use
bollards.
those yellow signs?
The bollards threw me off Croatia.
Hmm. Could be an interesting one.
Yeah, Southeast Asia,
Maybe
Tossa.
Thailand or Philippines. It would be my 50-50. It was the Philippines.
Yeah, concrete road meta generally is more of a Filipinian thing, but you can't go for it most of the. It is, yeah. If you're on a concrete road, you're likely to be in the Philippines, but yeah, it's not 100% clue, of course.
Hmm.
Denmark with these bollards.
Belgium. I was actually.
Never mind. They use
I was
they
split.
they use they use similar bollards sometimes. Yeah.
I was split between Belgium and France actually, just purely based on what I was seeing. Interesting poll there. Brazil.
That's why you
I want
can't
to
go
say.
for bollards always. Yeah, Brazil with the poles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be.
Hmm.
Should be.
This is
Chile?
a
Yeah,
bit
Chile.
interesting. Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, could I, what makes you say Chile over Peru?
First of all, the white lines, no yellow lines,
Okay.
road lines. Then, second of all, the car, the Google car.
Okay.
These are the two things and make me think Chile.
Very interesting mode
Um,
of transport.
yeah, it's not that rare in Switzerland actually.
I feel like it's probably like Southeast European though. Maybe yeah, Montenegro. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense for sure. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
very
nice
pretty.
location.
I think it
Peru
should be
probably.
Peru. Yeah.
Black car.
Hmm.
It
And
isn't
this.
Argentina or Uruguay or Russia, so what could it
Yeah.
be?
This kind of area in the very mountainous roads is typical for Peru.
Indeed. Huh. Oh, a banana leaf on the
Yeah.
camera.
I would have said like probably if I had to guess, maybe Mexico. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't read the stop sign, but it probably said Alto on it,
I
so
couldn't read it either. This is an easy Romania.
okay. Yeah, straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like
We're already
I was about to zoom into the stop sign, but time ran out.
yeah. We're already 15 minutes in for the first game.
Yeah, that's probably bored at this point, especially Dennis, who was out in like round 2 or 3. Is this just the US?
Probably they're probably on their phone completely distracted and
Yeah.
won't get into the game again. No. Maybe. I know for a fact that Kodiak is streaming this game with I think 90 seconds delay.
Mm.
We agree.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um, but maybe he's talking to his chat. But
Yeah. An interesting one. I'm not sure if it's Uruguay or Argentina.
Uruguay,
I would have probably said Uruguay too. Yeah, okay.
yeah, my gut says Uruguay.
For some
Midnight
reason,
tends to trust my gut.
I was looking at the white sort of circle up there in the middle, and I was thinking that's a very circular sun there.
A very small one too.
Yeah, very bright. Argentina, they just don't want to stop. Okay, we can keep going.
Yeah. No, that won't stop them.
Uh,
Straight forward. Eswatini, Big Bend. I know exactly where Big Bend is.
okay, I couldn't even read that. I mean, now that you
Yeah,
say it says Big Bend, I'm like, yeah, okay. But
yeah, because I know what it because I know what it says, or
mm,
because I think I know what it says. It's easier to read.
that at least means the screen recording can't be that pixely or blurry or bad if you can still
Yeah,
sort of read it.
if you don't move around all the time, if the picture is more or less stationary
Oh,
for a second.
we're done on a round that I actually would have gotten in Israel. Interesting, but I think it was DJ, right, who failed on that one. And that means Marian, on his debut, basically wins the first round ahead of DJ and Brad. Interesting. Let's hope that the other games aren't quite that long. But I mean, if they have to be, that's fine. And looks like everyone's straight away back in the lobby. Everyone's ready. Well, I don't know if they're ready, but they're in the lobby at least. And quickly tell them that
Yeah,
we're starting in a couple seconds.
they need to be ready. It's their problem if they're not.
There. Did you send them a reminder that we're starting?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
We can start.
All right, then let's go into round number 2.
So Marian is winning the first round, which is expected kind of, but Dennis and Kodiak only 9th and 7th. They still have 5 games to make it up though.
Yep.
If they're not if they have not lost their motivation or concentration or whatever. You can guess that.
I can.
Interesting.
Yep. Sweden it
Very
was.
interesting.
Are we just wait? Are we just in
This
Sweden
should be
again?
Sweden. This should be Sweden.
Yep.
Yeah.
More rounds in Sweden.
Or yeah, no, it should be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Kodiak,
Oh,
too
Kodiak.
slow. I think he was too slow. I'm not sure if he'd
Interesting.
locked in. I saw a lot of people locking in at like the last second.
This should be Colombia.
Yeah, it would make sense. Sort of like northeastern, I think, and sort of more
Yeah.
mountainous, wetter parts.
Yeah.
But no one willing to
This
be the first one to lock in. That could make it interesting.
so
If everyone gets
so
it
somebody
correct.
so somebody will drop out if they didn't
Yep.
lock in.
If everyone gets it correct, it'll be the slowest. If one of them gets it wrong, the others can take the time. No one willing to make the first move.
Yeah. This is the single. That's the first time today we see the single guess cold feet, as I like to call it.
I feel like if you're not going straight in, then you might as well wait until the end. But
Yeah,
Brad,
sure, yeah.
confident in his guess, makes the first move, and he's correct, which now puts a lot of pressure on the others.
Brad the Chad. Or so.
He's a Nico in, Trichter in, DJ is in, Marian's in. Jake
and
going
Jake.
with Ecuador.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the one to drop out.
Looking forward to his video to see what went wrong. If he's recording. Oh, Switzerland again.
Yep. Nice mountains.
This should be in Grisson.
Which is where?
Graubünden, in the eastern part of Switzerland.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. I would have said eastern part as well. Wouldn't have been able to point it or narrow it down that much.
Yeah. All the time in Battle Royale distance when I get, or duels too, when I get Switzerland, I get really close really quickly sometimes.
Whenever I get Austria, it's just always Vienna.
Yeah, true. I know that feeling. Yeah. And then I've seen some players rage quitting after a like I don't know 1 minute game with 5 kilometers from the correct location. Yeah, this is a small country, so yeah, it's easy to know it quite well.
Hmm.
I mean, Austria too. It's only Vienna, so.
I still like. I'm slowly learning what some of the districts numbers are. I know by now
Okay.
they're like 16, 17, 18, 19. I think are like in the northwest. I think 23 is in the northeast, and obviously it starts with one in the middle and then extends outwards in a spiral, sort of, not completely accurately, but very
Yeah.
interesting here. Trishta, I think, is out here with Indonesia, and we've got 4 more who are waiting until the last second to make their guess.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a
Should
more
be
difficult one.
no. Yeah, I would have guessed Indonesia too, actually.
I would have probably gone South America if I'm being honest. It was the Philippines, okay.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. That is. Hmm.
Denmark.
I think the last time you said that and was the exact same ball as it was Belgium.
Yeah, well,
This time it was Denmark. Okay.
I'm not sure what problem was there. Maybe it was the screen quality, but
Hmm.
yeah, no.
An interesting one. That hill looks weird. Interestingly weird. Sort of completely flat on the top. Um,
Yeah,
I couldn't tell 100%. It looks a bit like Bolivia. It looks a bit like it could be Chile.
my best guess is Chile.
It was Bolivia, though.
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind then.
Artificial and Brad, I think, both dropping out in that round.
Yes.
Go. We're somewhere in sort of probably Central or Eastern Europe in one of the countries, be it, I don't know, Slovakia, Czechia, not Serbia, apparently. North Macedonia, okay.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
And Pisanico out on that one. And this is just Turkey.
Pretty straightforward.
Yep. You've got plenty of writing there on a lot of different things. 2 guys just sitting there on their chairs on the walkway because why not? We're down to 3 with
Yeah,
DJ and Marian still in there. Same as last round.
I think I know exactly where this location is. I think
Okay.
it's in the very north of Norway.
Well, we'll find out if it's Norway at least. Nope, it's Russia.
Okay. It looks kind of similar up there.
Yeah, it definitely does. They are neighboring countries after all. This should
Yeah,
be
but
Peru.
Russia is gigantic in comparison to every other country.
True.
Neighboring country doesn't mean that much.
Yeah. This
Um,
look.
Indonesia.
I was gonna say it looks
No,
like Malaysia.
we're driving on the right, I
That's
think.
also true. So neither.
Philippines. Philippines.
Yep.
Yeah.
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Yep. That should be an
Northern
easy one.
Ireland, I would say.
I have no idea, and I hope we never play New Zealand again.
Eastern, I think eastern part.
It could be.
I would guess there.
Of course, no one gets that one wrong.
Why would they? They wouldn't be here if they would get that wrong.
Yeah. Hmm.
Ireland, yellow lines on the
Okay.
side of the road. Generally more of an Irish thing, but I think it can also be on in other parts. I've seen it at least in other parts, but
Hmm.
it's more likely to be Ireland.
Hmm.
Is this dude
Yeah.
about to
Guatemala.
take off his shirt or what?
No, he's got his hands over his head. Maybe the
Yeah,
Google
okay.
car drove over, like, I don't know, something that he didn't want it to drive over. His phone or something.
Oh, poor guy. Yeah, and there we go with no, is it Australia?
I think this is South Africa, actually. I want to
Oh
say,
yeah, it
but
makes more sense. Yeah, it makes way more sense. The car, the Google car, and
I've no idea
yeah.
about Google cars. The architecture just looked South African.
Fair, fair. Denmark?
Could be. It feels like the speed sign
Nah.
is off for Denmark. I don't think it
Yeah,
would
and
be.
the yellow, yellow,
Ireland.
how do you call that?
Centre
Yeah,
line?
Ireland. Yeah, no, the yellowish sign passed the speed limit sign. It wasn't
Okay.
the Danish sign too.
Hmm. I would say Russia probably for this, but I don't know.
Yeah, the blackish car is a
Yep.
Russian thing.
Okay. Now we've got 3 people going forever. This.
Baltic toss-up though.
Yep. I wanna
That
say
may be the end for
Latvia.
some of them. We have the white flowers, which is generally
Lithuania. Okay.
is more associated with Estonia, I was gonna say, but
Just
this
don't
is
pay
also more of a meme than it's also just more of a meme than a real meta. So
don't pay
yeah,
attention to anything what
you
we're
can't
saying.
go for that.
This is Japan.
Yeah, no, it's just more of a meme. Yeah, you can. It's not a real giveaway.
It's not real, it's all in your head.
No, no. It would be kind of sad if I was making these things up.
A little bit, maybe. It's just Norway?
No, I don't
Nope.
think so.
France. Okay.
Yeah, France. I think it was in the Pyrenees. It had kind of an Andorran vibe,
Hmm.
but it was Gen 4, so it couldn't have been.
Hmm. Not a lot here. Even for like
Romania.
people, for meta people, it wouldn't be. It doesn't look like Romania to me, but
The road quality gives
okay.
me Romanian vibes.
I would have
But
potentially gone for something like Hungary.
yeah, possible too. Neighboring countries again.
Yeah, it's just the
Wait, are they?
architecture
Yeah,
doesn't
I think
seem
so.
too Romanian to me. DJ's already out with Slovakia.
Yeah, he's not technically not out if the others
Oh, true,
two
true,
don't
but
get it. Which would be kind of sad.
that would be pretty funny.
Yeah, imagine.
Hmm.
Yeah, now we're laughing, man, in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe they just want to keep going as the 3 of them.
Mm,
Solidarity.
not impossible.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you don't give players any bullets. There's no phone, like electricity poles around, and suddenly they're all lost.
uh,
what
Dang
what
it,
what to
government
do?
of this unknown country.
Where's my meta?
Yeah. In the last couple of seconds, will they get it? Will they get it?
Yep, Marion gets it.
Oh,
Slovenia.
then it's
Okay, yeah,
two. Then
I
it's
can see
two.
that. Yep.
Now it's the worst and the best of last round.
Hmm. Is this? To me feels like an Uruguay or Argentina situation again. And it was the US. Okay,
No.
sure.
Didn't feel like that to me, but I think I know where you came from with that guess.
Yeah,
Dennis
this.
getting that one correct.
Bit unfortunate again to have that where you now don't know what Marion guessed, because that would have been certainly interesting to see. But at least the game was over quicker than the first one.
Yeah, and just a couple seconds or minutes, not that much.
Yeah, slightly quicker. At least it felt quicker. And everyone's ready again. This time around, contrary to last season, everyone seems to be on top of it. Maybe it's just because it's week 1 still.
Yeah, there's no cookie and no Milan, so.
All right, have you informed them?
Yeah, I think we can start.
All right, then let's get into our last round of no moving single guess battle royale countries of the evening with a country. Double blue license plates, blue on both
Italy,
sides. Italy, yeah, could
Gen
be.
4.
The graffitis aren't very telling.
Well, it could also be France. I think it's more likely to be France.
Yeah, if you told me
With the pole.
this is either Italy or France, based on what I'm seeing, I would probably go France for sure.
I'd go France with the pole on the left.
That one.
Yeah.
It
I
could
don't
be.
think that's an Italian thing, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I can't really, as I said, I can't really read any of the graffiti.
That's what the goal is usually, or sometimes at least.
I guess it makes sure you're looking at it for a longer time trying to figure out what the hell it says. 4 of them so far are making their guess, all of them correctly.
Yeah. Also, the French cars is
A Renault.
yeah, whatever that is, but and whatever the other one is.
Yeah, that's a
But
Renault. That's, I don't know. And those are too far away. I think that's a Seat,
yeah, it could be.
and I don't know the rest.
Everybody got it in the
Yep,
end.
just France in, well, near Bordeaux.
Bordeaux.
Yep.
Nice region down there. This is
Driving
throwing me off a little.
right. Yeah, I want to say maybe Portugal would have been my
Not
guess. Yep.
impossible. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, now... Wait, what have we... Okay, it's just blurred. It makes it look weird.
Is the Singapore?
It could be. It feels a bit weird. I was actually going to say... I'd
Yeah,
rather go
because it's not
Malaysia,
Gen 4.
but... No, Indonesia,
It
okay.
is Indonesia.
Yeah.
Because it's not Gen 4, but I've seen some Gen 3 in Singapore, which
Mm.
feels weird. It's just not that it's because like 90% of the or 95% of the country is covered with Gen 4. It feels weird to see some Gen 3, but there is some.
Spain, maybe?
Yeah, an island maybe.
Could be. So far, everyone's getting it right. Like, I think if all of them get this, well, there we go. Trichter goes out with Portugal. I was just about to say if all of them get this one correctly, then we would have gotten three rounds for the first time today. But at that point, actually, the yellow bar has already gone away, so it wouldn't have been possible anyway.
Can I zoom in on the bollard?
Yes.
Other. Yeah, well, not sure.
I would have said New Zealand is Australia. Okay, fine.
Yeah, I was an Australian bollard, but it looked New Zealandish. That's why I wasn't sure.
Russia?
A bollard again. I need the bollard.
Those
Yeah,
meta
it's
players.
Also black car. I just see now.
Yep. Everyone getting that one. Turkey, maybe?
Yeah.
If not Turkey, I could see Albania or something like that, but my first impression was Turkey.
I think less likely, but not impossible.
Yeah, I feel like those lanes being split by those tree alleys or something.
Oh, and Jake.
Yep, Jake out on that one. I didn't catch if he was just too slow or locked in something wrong.
I mean, either. French architecture, I think.
I can't really see much of it, but it could be.
Northern French.
Not really any bollards again. People are waiting.
In the Brittany or Bretagne region. I would guess there.
I could
but I'm
see
not sure.
it. I could see it. There's a couple of other countries I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if they were, but this house is closer over there. Well, not much closer, but
more visible. Kind of.
Just feels like the landscape looks a bit weird for France, but
yeah, maybe it's Ireland. Could also be Ireland.
maybe.
I'm not feeling UK, but also not impossible.
Can't really tell which side of the road we're driving on.
True. Also, it's very blurry, and not the stream, but the camera.
2021 Google though.
Yeah, no, that's when they ran the what's it called again?
It was France.
The AI
Ah, okay.
The last time we did that, yeah, that blurs the faces and license plates.
Ah, okay. There weren't
That
any
isn't.
faces or license plates in that round, though.
Yeah, well, just the coverage which they did again,
Not
so to
Indonesia,
say. I think
Philippines.
Artificial, Kodiak, and Pisanico dropped out in the same round.
Yes, and then now Brad Hamilton dropped out of this one.
Yes.
This should wait. Where's the electricity pole? Gotta check. This is Australia. Yeah, it's South Australia.
Southern Australia. Yeah.
Yep.
I know that much after today. After my glamorous failure in Reddit League.
This Romania? I'm just going off my very spotty knowledge of European polls.
Yeah, possible.
Yep, okay. That's like the only
With
European poll I know.
With the new Gen 4 coverage. Which we hadn't when we played Reddit League. We played it in Reddit League. Oh,
Yep.
Tasmania.
Yep, we're back in Australia. I think you can sometimes see them in Victoria too. Victoria is just all kinds of weird, but yep, Australia for sure. Should be South Korea. Yep. When did DJ drop out?
I'm not sure, but after.
Yes, sometime
Brad.
after Brad. I totally didn't realize that he dropped out.
Yeah, I saw it, but I'm not sure in which round. I was kind of focused on the other players who dropped out at the same time.
I think we
Did
had.
I get that right?
Yeah, I think we had 2 Australias back to back, so it must have been an Australia round.
Sri Lanka with the yellow number plate.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, there's not too much. Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Colombia.
probably more likely Colombia because there's not that much mountainous in areas in Sri Lanka, and most of them are like well paved roads.
Yeah, I forgot for a second that Colombia has a new Gen 4 too.
Ghana.
Oh, Ghana.
Yeah.
Probably the most well-known meta there is.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
That was like the first meta thing I learned. I think that's actually from Geoguessr.
The first meta I learned
day.
was probably, I can't really say for Mongolia, but probably Mongolia or Guatemala for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Guatemala, I learned that very late.
I learned that pretty quickly because I couldn't tell apart American countries to begin with. So the fact that like there was just bars on the, sometimes it's just staying blurry. Okay. The fact that there was just bars on the card to tell me, okay, this is definitely Guatemala was just super helpful. Is this Andorra? I can't really see much, but no, France. Okay.
No, it's France. Gen 4. Again. Good old. Or good new, so to say. This is Sicily.
Okay. Why so
No, it's
specific?
Italy. It's probably Italy, but I don't know. It's just the aridness.
Yeah,
or the dryness.
Yeah, makes sense.
Which we think
talking about
is
arid or dry.
Is this a yellow middle line?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's Mexico.
It could be,
In
yeah. I could see
Oaxaca.
that. But it is Brazil, in
Or
fact.
Brazil. And no idea where then. Brazil landscape is... I'm very bad at Brazil
probably.
landscape.
This feels Chilean to me, but...
Can you show me the Google car?
Wait. I think it says Peru on the license plate.
Yeah.
No, it said Chile. Never mind. They have the same license plate, just one says Chile, one says Peru.
Yeah.
No, wait.
If you just had shown me the Google car, I could have told you.
Well, and that's why I didn't show you.
Well, yeah. Well, are these short or long dashed lines?
I don't know. I just said it's Norway and it was, so we're good.
And even then, I wouldn't have known which was which.
Yeah. This is fun. That's what you can think about when you think rural.
Yeah, it has
Russia.
Saskatchewan touch, which it reminds me of Saskatchewan Reddit League last season. Kind of the flatness and the gravel road. Brazil? No.
Colombia.
Or is it? No, Colombia. Something was off for Brazil, but I couldn't figure it out. It feels like a repeat. For me, at least.
Not for me.
I'm gonna ask in chat.
I'm gonna say Finland, I guess, again. No, UK. Okay. I probably wouldn't have even been in my top 10 if I was
No,
gonna
I
guess.
was fairly confident it was the UK because I that meant that's what made me think it was a repeat, and since it was UK, I think it was a repeat. If you can follow.
Yep. Hungary? Yes, Hungary. Resident and respite aged care. Residential and respite. What does that even mean in that context? Respite aged care? It's Australia, there's a domain there.
I have no idea what respite means in any context.
I feel like a respite is something where you can, like, I don't know how to properly describe it, but something where you can like rest and recover. But it just seemed grammatically weird in that sentence. And Italy is our game over here.
I would have guessed that.
I, to be honest, didn't even think about that round. I was too focused on respite. But yeah, Marian winning again ahead of Dennis this time, and DJ in third place, Brad in fourth. I feel like there's been a lot of points going to those so far today.
Yeah, top 3. They are the top 3.
So
and Kodiak is last.
Oh yeah. I think we'll quickly set up the new lobby, and then we'll come back with the results of the first 3 games, and then we'll give you the second game mode of the today. Of the today, yes, of course. The sentence with respite just confused me so much. All my English is broken. We'll see you in a second. All right, so here we have our standings after the first 3 games, and you can already see Marian is running away with it a bit. So we know so far he's really, really good in country battle royale. We'll see if he's as good in distance, especially when it comes to single guessing. Behind that, DJ is kind of a bit in a lonely second place, 4 points to the top, 4 points to the next person behind him. Then it gets a bit closer. Dennis and Brad only half a point apart. Pizanico then in 5th, just 2.5 points behind Brad. And then another pretty big gap, 4.5 points to Artificial, who's half a point ahead of Trichter. And then at the bottom, Jake and Kodiak, 2 points behind Trichter on a shared 8 points in 8th place currently. So not really doing too well, your favorites so far. I mean, Marian is leading, but Dennis and Kodiak, they're a bit behind at the moment.
Well, yeah, that just shows again how much the practice does to a guy like Marian with 3,256, and I can't get the numbers right. Games, and then again DJ with even more games played. These are the best players in the ranking. Maybe that's the better stat I should have looked at.
But only 186 distance games for Marian, so maybe he's in a bit of a spot of bother right now. You've also got the wrong color there because Trichter's played more games than DJ on the distance games.
Well, yeah, didn't see that.
We've still got 3 games to go. And have you told them we're ready to go?
No, I haven't. 1 second.
Probably do that right now because everyone's back in the lobby again. And I really like those distance single guess games, even though we kind of, well, I guess on the no moving ones, we don't have to wait that long.
All the players don't like them, especially DJ. He's always complaining.
Well,
but I think you can start now, since the first round is not that important anyway.
True. Let's start our game. It's just gonna be me going out anyway. Let's see. Oh, what have we got here? No idea what that's supposed to say. But it looks South American. I don't even know. Probably Ecuador, I guess. I got no
I'm
idea.
not sure. Not sure if they have Gen 4 there. Don't think so.
Hmm. Marian's at least, well, everyone's safe for the first round, I forgot. They're all taking their time guessing, considering that.
Marian's still first though, so.
Yeah. All right, everyone's made their guess, so no one's going out.
You just have to wait it out.
Hmm.
So we are north of the equator since the satellite dish is pointing to the south.
Yep. In Colombia. Okay. Very close to
Really
the
close to
border
the
with,
border.
yeah, Venezuela. Now it's going to get a bit more interesting. Oh, Jake and Artificial going Taiwan. Interesting.
Interesting.
Right. Is there any? I mean, it's Indonesia, but is there anything that tells you where?
There are certainly some players who might know if there are and what to do with that information.
Kodiak, mainly.
Yeah, I was thinking of him too, but maybe there are others. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
I
feel like
think
on
DJ
that
is
it would say something
not
interesting,
bad.
but you can't read it. At least I can't.
Yeah,
Maybe that could also tell you something. I just don't know about it. Danau
that's the thing
Toba.
with the Indonesian language.
Yeah.
You always think you can understand at least, or think you can understand some words, and then they completely mean nothing if you no information.
I can read these words. Oh, Kodiak's in La. Well, Pisanico just below him. That would have been a surprise for sure. Rad going on that. Okay, sure. I mean, where's Kodiak? Oh, he was right next to
Ooh, so
Pisanico.
close.
Very close there. Ooh, what have we here? Interesting. I mean, it has to be Guatemala, but
Oh, no Laos.
Laos?
Yes, they have the scar too.
There's a
And the other number
bridge?
plates. Yes, they have one, I know exactly which bridge this is, I think. They have one bridge going over the river. I think it's the Mekong River to
Yeah.
Thailand,
Okay.
which has this car.
Interesting. But so
Yeah.
then, wait. Do we get to see where? Yeah, we do get to see where it was. I'm really curious about that because I thought we're definitely closer to the southern end of the bridge here, and I would have thought the southern end would be in Thailand.
Interesting thought. I hadn't thought of that.
I mean, we'll see.
Oh, they're getting all the right bridge.
Oh, it's in
Yeah, it was.
Pakse. Okay.
But it was the Mekong River. At least I
Yeah,
got
but
that right.
not the border. I was gonna say it would be
Yeah,
weird if it was the border.
yeah.
That's a bit of an unfortunate
Yeah, I thought
defeat
of
there for
another bridge.
Artificial.
There is another bridge,
Yeah,
but
there's the Tai Lao Friendship Bridge that goes over the border
yeah.
between Vientiane and Thailand. There's actually two friendship bridges, the Friendship Bridge 1 in Vientiane and the Friendship Bridge 2 in Savannakhet. I just don't think either of them have that car.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But I thought one other bridge had that car,
Yeah, maybe there is
which
another one.
went over to the. But yeah, maybe I'm misremembering and confusing this with Paxe.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look it up quickly.
Yeah, you got a feel for Artificial there. They maybe he thought, I found the
Oh yeah,
bridge. It's amazing. I'll be fine. And then, nope, wrong side of the bridge. You're
that's
out.
the pain of
Eighth
single
place.
guess.
Yeah,
Well, it wouldn't have been better if it was a multi guess.
that would have been fun. Hey, you were 2 meters away. Sorry, that's too far. Hamburg,
Yeah.
interesting. And Marian, the only one who even guessed Germany.
Ah,
Jake out in
I
central
I
France.
didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention to the location, so I don't
It was
know
a bit
why
of a
they didn't
weird
guess
one, like
Germany.
nothing blurry, sort of in the forest areas. You never really think
Okay.
of Germany when you see like wood somewhere.
True.
What is this one? Sort of feels weird.
Oh, Jake dropped down.
Yeah, Jake dropped out. I would have said maybe Denmark or something, Belgium.
Yeah, possible. It's very flat.
Yes, it is.
I would speak for Denmark, but I'm not sure if it is.
Mm,
I feel like Belgium is more likely, but where would it be in Belgium?
yeah, a good question. It would have to be pretty far west, I would imagine. Yep. There we go. Western Belgium. Trichter dropping out there.
The Laos Thai Friendship Bridge in Savannah Cat doesn't even have Google coverage.
Oh,
It
okay.
just
Yep. But there is a bridge that's there. And it didn't have
yeah,
that
there is
car.
one.
I was completely correct. Because it had no car.
Yeah, true. Now the other Friendship Bridge doesn't have coverage either.
Well, yep, so they both don't have that car. I think this is
I stand corrected then, okay.
There should be something Baltic, right?
Yeah, the one in Pakistan is actually the only bridge over the Mekong River with Google Street View coverage.
Hmm. It
Oh
shouldn't.
well, maybe there's
There's
one in
not
Cambodia,
like.
but
Yeah, I was gonna say that there might be one in Cambodia. Lithuania, they're all going in the center of the country. Just then it's a bit too far to the east. Turkey, I think.
yeah, with
Yeah.
the U.
But where should then be probably not too far west. Probably go somewhere central south, maybe, but could be central north too.
I would
Turkey's,
say I would go pretty central, I think.
yeah.
Not a bad hedge and also not that unlikely.
I could imagine it being slightly more eastern, but might be a bit of a risky guess. Marian's through at least. Kodak's also through. DJ's currently sitting in 4th place, and yeah, it was a bit more eastern.
Oh, Syrian border.
Yep. It makes sense.
Poor DJ.
Yeah, I went for the supposedly safe guess in the middle of the country and just didn't pay off.
Yeah, but that would have been me.
This should be Slovenia.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because it looks Austrian and isn't Austrian. That's the perfect reasoning.
I mean, it would be Vienna if it was Austrian, so it can't be Austrian.
It wouldn't have yellow signs, is my reasoning, but yes, it would
Yeah,
also
yeah.
be the case. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're not playing the official world map.
Also true. Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Ah, so
southeast.
close.
That is really close.
That's a couple kilometers.
It's Marian against Kodiak in the final.
Kodak, the last one versus the first one. Again, but it isn't the Dennis this time. We had this before, where it's the best versus the worst in the final.
I don't know what this is.
That's a weird one for sure. Chile car though, so I think it's Chile.
It could be. Yeah, I could see it.
Pretty green for South America, so that's kind of weird, but I think it is.
Yeah, the more you look at it, the more it seems South American. Because like first of all, when I just like took a glance at it, I was thinking Southeast Asia as well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean driving on the right side. Concepcion.
Oh, Marian getting close.
Very close there.
At least some points for Kodak.
Yep. Who guessed Temuco? Or just outside of it?
That's kind of far north for it being so green.
I don't think that's even that far north. I think like, the green areas go a bit further north than you'd think just by looking on the map. Because like the map pretty quickly goes to like a not green color, but I feel like the green area goes quite a bit further north than you'd think just by looking at the map, which was about 3 sentences that could have probably been said by 2 words or something like that. Everyone ready again?
1 second. Okay, yeah, we can start.
All right, nice. Let's go. You've got a minute.
And after this game, Kodiak is leaving Jake behind.
Poor Jake.
Yeah. He's now last with 1.5 points distance to Artificial.
Mm.
Is this the what are they called again? Islands?
I don't know what you're talking about.
In the Baltic Sea. What are they called again?
Which
Åland.
islands? Oh, Ireland.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't come into my mind. It could
Because
be.
because of the Red Road. That's a Åland thing.
Okay. I mean, we'll
I
see.
think.
It would make sense, I think, for it to be there.
I also think it's not exclusive to Åland. But I generally associate it with Åland.
Nope, just Sweden.
It wasn't.
Söderhamn.
I think the point of it being of the road being red is that the Åland Islands are Finnish. Nice guess. The Åland Islands are Finnish, and the red road is generally a Swedish thing. They speak Swedish in the Åland Islands, so yeah.
This is La Paz, Baja California.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's definitely not La Paz,
to,
Bolivia.
it with Bolivia.
Very flat it would be for La Paz, Bolivia. Also, I can't actually tell if that's the ocean or just, flat land.
I would. For me, it was really clear because of the bad quality. But if you say so, if you're not sure, I can't be more sure than you, if you know what I mean. Since my quality is even worse.
Okay. Yeah. What were you thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking it's the ocean, but
Okay.
there is some land in the distance. I think some mountains.
It's probably I don't remember which direction I looked at.
I think
it's one of these two.
It was west, I think.
Yeah. So we still don't know.
I think it's not too. We can't be sure if it's not both.
Yeah, possible. I mean? Yeah.
It can still be both.
Yeah. Now I don't know where Artificial guessed. Did you pay attention?
No, I didn't. I think it was more north in California.
But still like Mexico, right?
I'm not sure actually.
Okay, well we'll have to watch that back because I'm interested. But yeah, either way, he's the one who's out.
Yeah.
Is this one just Philippines?
Philippines.
Yeah. Okay.
Concrete road again.
Yeah, that's what I was focusing on.
My reasoning. Yeah.
Yep. Everyone hedging Panay.
Panay hedge.
Marian. Ooh.
Oh.
Not hedging good enough.
Happens to the best.
Probably Canada again. Yeah. Where
it's Gen 2, so it's Gen 2, so Canada's more likely, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go Alberta.
I'd probably go Manitoba.
It's just my gut
feeling. Just to say something else. Yeah. It's not Saskatchewan, I can tell you that. It's obviously not BC or, for me, I'd more so say Manitoba or maybe even Ontario, like Western Ontario, something like that. But I'd probably go Manitoba.
Yeah. Surely not Quebec. And
no, definitely not.
Territories. Yeah.
Maybe it's Prince Edward Island. No, it was Manitoba, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Kodiak out of that one by guessing Alberta. Way out there. That's an interesting guess. That to me feels
Mm,
like a guess you shouldn't make when you're 7 players still. Unless you're
yeah,
super
and
confident about it.
yeah, yeah, maybe he was, and
Well, he was also super wrong about it then.
yeah, Puerto Rico, I think.
It says Pare on it. Does it say Pare in Puerto Rico?
I thought so.
I don't know, so it could be. With no license
Mainly
plate, yeah, it would be.
the straight antenna on the right side of the car, and then no front license plate.
Yeah, it could make sense. That car, is that like a police car or something? It looks weird.
Possible.
It does generally fit where it could be Puerto Rico. I mean, do we have any other options? It's pretty mountainous there in the back, so I don't think they're like technically. I think
Other
if
other territories are also possible. They have
yeah, but
similar
they
method.
it wouldn't be this mountainous. I don't think.
Yeah,
Like if we're
yeah,
talking like NMI or Guam, there's no mountains like that there, and it's
true.
Dennis who is just a little bit further away than Trichter there. Oh,
And DJ
fun.
is the only top player still in.
Yep. New Zealand.
Oh well, Brad too.
Make a random guess in New Zealand. Yay. Looks nice. I don't know why it feels like there's.
Certainly.
Is there a road there that just splitting the mountain there, or is that just one small hill in front of a bigger hill in the back?
Both
Looks a
possible.
bit odd. I think it's just a small hill in front of a bigger hill, otherwise it would make
Yeah,
sense for it to stop here.
makes more sense.
They're all just looking for something, I think. Don't know if they're trying to
Yeah.
pinpoint this. Would be surprised if they
Probably
could. I
not.
mean, they have a little bit of stuff to work with the mountains in the east, but DJ got pretty close.
Not
And
bad.
Jake was the furthest away, guessing pretty far north. Down to 4 now. We're back in Europe. And
It looks Slovakian, if you ask me.
it could be. I could see that, yeah.
Or it's at least Czechoslovakian language.
If I look at this, well, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait for those 4 to make their guess.
Yeah, we'll see. And I mean, it's Slovenia is also a possibility, I think.
Yeah, that's because that was more of what I was thinking.
Uh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, the architecture is more Slovenian.
DJ? Okay, he did make his
He's
guess right at
Slovenian.
the end. It was
It is
Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Yeah, was that? I feel like that might have been on that writing that I looked at. I wouldn't have recognized that that's a city name, but I think it was on there. Pizarnico in Croatia going out in that round. Yeah, we're having
Ooh, and
some fun rounds.
that's a pickle.
Nice blur there. Just okay. Sure, why not? I don't know. I'd definitely still go European, but that's one round where I'd actually rather go Slovakia.
It's Europe for sure, but beyond that, no, I wouldn't even say for sure. I'm fairly sure it's Europe, but beyond that,
Yeah, I'm gonna be the one to go in there and say, yeah, that's definitely Europe. DJ's safe. Let's see what Trichter does.
I mean, I could see it being some weird New Zealand or so. Some really weird, but it's
It's
Russia
Europe.
actually. Yeah. Well, is it though? It isn't actually. By the definitions I learned in school, it isn't.
I think by the definitions I learned, it is. So take
But
that.
it's kinda disputable if the what are they called? The
Caucasian.
Caucasus? Caucasian. Anyway, these mountains, if they are in Europe or not.
Yeah. What is this?
No idea. Maybe Greenland?
No, I think you wouldn't have a normal car in Greenland.
True. Russia then, with the black car. Oh, I think I know where this
What
is.
about... Okay. Yeah, I could, like,
It's
with
it,
the buildings, I could definitely see Russia.
that's some Soviet architecture for sure, but um, I think it looks kind of familiar with the ice in the water.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that before, but I don't remember where. Oh,
Magadan. Okay, yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense.
That makes so much sense. Really close, both.
Yeah.
The curse of distance.
Yeah. I feel like
Good
you
job.
probably should have been able to tell more accurately. Like, to me, it feels like they're too far apart for it to just have been luck. But yeah, very,
Yeah.
very close for sure. And DJ wins this one. So, I mean, you said
And
earlier he
I,
doesn't like distance. He's won one.
yeah. I was just gonna say that. And he's now tied with Marian on 37 points. Both of them are ahead of Brad with
32 and a
4.5
half.
points.
Yeah, 4.5 points split between them, yes. So it should be like just between Marian and DJ to who wins today's event. I mean, Brad could still overtake one of them, but the chance of him overtaking both of them seems pretty unlikely. And then we've actually got like relatively even gaps throughout. Most interesting probably like around Pisanico, Trichter, Kodiak. We could maybe still see some changes there. I think in other areas you'd really have to have one person having a pretty bad game and one person winning or coming at least top 3 to see any changes there. And with that, have you messaged them? Told them to get ready?
Actually, I didn't. I wrote something something else, but yeah, it's also interesting to see. DJ was literally in all the qualifiers for this season, and he managed to get qualified for the in the last one, and now he's second. So that's another team. I think we can start now.
Yep. That could show one of two things. Well, one of 3 things. He could have just been bad in the other qualifiers, or there could have been many more players who didn't manage to qualify who would also be competitive. Or it could mean there's just, 5 players in the qualifiers, or was it 6? I don't remember. That were competent and everyone else just sucked, and we got all the good ones. This is Norway.
Maybe a mixture of some of those things you said.
Probably.
Yeah, I would go Norway too. I'm not even paying attention to the road markings.
You don't need to.
Since they only confuse me. I think the snow bollards. What is that?
Don't know. I first thought it was like a shoe upside down, but it's way too big.
A mattress or what?
It looks a bit like something out of a car, like a car seat, or just the soft part of it, but I don't know. If someone's in the comments is Norwegian and knows what the hell this is supposed to be, feel free to tell us.
So some random guy just drove past and checked it out and is coincidentally watching this video and
yeah, that's
commenting.
mine.
Oh yeah, I lost it last time I drove there.
Just went back today after watching the video and it was still there.
I imagine.
All right.
Yeah.
This looks very
Turkey?
distinct.
No.
No, I was gonna say like either Spain or Portugal.
No. Not sure. Both possible.
Anything else you could look at? I mean, I was blurred. Gen 4. I don't know. There's interesting looking rocks.
Yeah.
I think that says 400 meters. For a second there, I thought it said 400 tons, and I was thinking, what?
Oh, is this a?
It's Greece. Okay.
No, never mind. nothing.
A lot of other people thought Spain or Portugal too, so at least I wasn't the only one. And Jake, unfortunately, furthest away.
Greece didn't even cross my mind.
Nope, same.
If artificial makes at least 4 points in this run, Drake is last today.
It should be the US, right? Like Florida, maybe even?
Yeah. I think it's southeastern for sure. Do they have fronts?
No.
Florida is a candidate then.
None on that either.
But I think
Oh yeah, there's the US flag. I didn't spot that at all at first.
I think Alabama and Mississippi also don't have any front plates.
Yeah.
It
It's
Florida. It was Florida, yeah.
Just about.
Very close.
Oh, that's interesting actually, that Dennis is the furthest away. They're very close. It looks very close with DJ and Marian.
Yeah.
That check?
No, I should be with the Gen 4.
Hmm.
I can't really see it in it being anything else.
Yeah, I agree.
Dennis's performance is really mixed today. He has won one, got a second in one, and then last and second to last, and then 2 mediocre games.
Hmm. Not quite in his form from last season.
Yeah, not very consistent.
Is that just hay in the
I
window?
think so. Maybe that's some weird
Slovakia.
religious.
Okay.
What? Well, no. Can you zoom in on the location?
Sure.
Huh?
Valentovce.
What's that Gen 4?
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna ask him. It seemed like Gen 4 to me.
A police officer. Right on the road. Oh, yes, Sotini. Oh, Lesotho. Never mind. All right, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense with the mountains.
Hmm. A lot of police officers there.
Hey there.
Came over from the other side of the road to join his friends.
Artificial dropped out last round, so Jake isn't last.
Jake is safe.
He's second to last today, and Artificial is last. Kodiak can still make up some spots.
Not if he drops out now, which is looking
Yeah,
possible.
not if he drops out.
Yep. Very far
And
south.
he drops out.
Alwenskop. Just hedging in the middle. In an area that it absolutely could not have been, but, you know, still close enough.
Yeah. Most of the Lesotho coverage is up north. So even hedging in the middle of the country is not the smartest idea. But yeah, I mean there are some roads covered in the middle too.
Yeah, I mean the road that they guessed on or sort of guessed close to is covered. It just doesn't look anything like that.
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, it looks a bit like Singapore, but it can't be Singapore, can it?
I think it's Australia.
Yeah, it has to be some. Oh, Australia. Electricity pole? Hello? Somewhere? No. Disappointment.
Yeah.
Oz built? Probably. Australia built? Makes sense.
Can a number plate? Maybe I recognize the number plate.
I can never tell.
I think it has a reddish tone.
It could
makes
be.
me think Northern Territory.
Nope.
Or yeah, Queensland has also some reddish number plate.
Yeah, Queensland is brown, I think, and Northern Territory is red. Or the other way around, I don't know.
Sometimes hard to differentiate between brown and red.
I don't care because I can never tell. This is South Korea. Oh wait. No. This is no, it is South Korea, never mind.
Yeah, it should be.
Writing looked a bit weird in that one. It was so blurry I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, maybe it's an advertisement for a Japanese noodle soup or something.
Could be. Let's see who gets closer in South Korea on a totally not random guess at all. I mean, maybe you could try in the whole of South Korea, finding this highway intersection. Probably not.
I mean, the map got better since.
True.
Yeah. But it's a bit more readable and the road numbers pop up earlier, but
yeah.
still not very easy to find this exact intersection.
Mm. DJ
Oh, and
dropped.
DJ.
Yep, dropped out of
That
that
makes Marian win tonight's
one.
session.
You can just play the last 2 rounds for enjoyment.
Yeah. Well, yeah, well, no, the rankings are not gonna change after these 2 rounds, so that's just for honor and glory.
Why is there just a lot of garbage lying on the road?
Good question. Bad maintenance, maybe.
Yeah. And Brad is out. Russia.
Oh. There's Moscow, St. Petersburg highway.
Mm-hmm. Feels like that should be the most well-maintained road in Russia.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, or I thought that too. Yeah, it was kinda. It wasn't high quality, no
Yeah.
holes, some stuff. Is this put down?
No.
Yeah, no, it isn't. For a second, I thought it could be.
I don't know
Surely
what it
not.
is either, though.
Pretty high mountains and green valleys and
Greece, maybe?
yeah, possible. Good idea. Can definitely see it being Greece.
Sun's in the south. That's good.
Maybe also something like Montenegro, but then again, they don't have these very wide valleys.
Yeah. And
I think Greece is very possible.
Albania.
Oh, Albania makes sense.
Marian closer there. All right. Marian winning the last game to make sure he wins today's evening in style ahead of Trichter and Brad.
4 wins today.
Yep. That means in the end results, today we see Marian winning 46 points, 3 points ahead of DJ, then another 3.5 points to Brad. Dennis then 10.5 points behind Brad, so equal on points with Trichter though. Do they both get 4th place or does that get sort of broken up somehow?
No, they both get the same amount of points.
Okay. 2 points, both of them ahead of Nico in 6th place, then Kodiak, who at least got 7th, Jake in 8th, half a point ahead of Artificial, who didn't have the best start on his debut, 4.5 points in game 2, his best round placement of the night. So not a great evening, neither for Artificial nor for Jake. Probably not for Kodiak either, who probably would have expected a little bit more after finishing 2nd in a very close tiebreaker last season. But yeah, overall, we did say at the beginning Marian could be a very strong candidate, and he finished at the top. What do you think about this first event?
Yeah, it went pretty much as I expected. Really tough competition up there, but there's still some separation. For example, between Brad and Brad and Dennis, yeah, almost 10 points, which is kind of unexpected, I think. Yeah, Dennis, as I said before, with very mixed results today, which is probably gonna change over the course of the next couple of weeks. Kodiak is a bit worse than I expected, but he still has some time to get better and some other modes that fit him better, maybe. I think Artificial and Jake kind of expected being on the lower end of the table. But yeah, overall, in general, Nice, good job to Marian, and nice standings.
Nice
Excited for the next. Excited for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and talking about the next couple of weeks, as we mentioned at the start, next week we're going to be playing Moving Multi-Guess. It's going to be interesting to see a very different mode, especially for the distance games and the second half of that. And hopefully the games in the first part, the country games, won't take half an hour per game, but we'll see next week. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you guys again next time. Till then, bye.
Bye-bye.